Now let's see how we can work with the basic data types inside TypeScript. Like before, first of all, here I'm going to create this variable called username, and the type of this username will be string. So that's how we can define the type for this variable and this string. And currently here we have this error, and that is because now the type is a string and here we are using this const. So we have to also assign this value, and now if I assign this empty string, everything will be fine. But if you just want to assign the value or assign the type and you don't want to assign the value, you can use this let, and now the type of this username is string. And if I want to, later I can use this username and I can add the value that I want, but the value needs to be a string. Now the main thing that here we need to notice is that whenever we want to assign the type, we will do that at the right side, not like in the Java. Inside Java we will do it like this: int and the variable name like age and the data that we are going to add inside this age, right? And here if we want to use this integer and things like this, we will use it like this. Now here I'm going to create this let age, and this will be number, and inside TypeScript everything is number like inside JavaScript. Here we don't have to worry about memory management like we have to do inside Java. There is nothing called integer, float or double or anything like that. We'll just have this number and this will be fine, and numbers are integers. So now if I reassign the value inside here, I have to give it this number or integer. Now if I try to add any different data type, then it will quickly give us this error, and you know the error is boolean, the type is boolean, and we're trying to assign this number, and that's the error. Now the important thing here is inside JavaScript we have let and const, and the reason for that is if we use const we cannot reassign the value, right? If I use this username and let me create this Genie here, and this is the username, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to comment out this, and here I am reassigning this to this Chondo, and I cannot do this. This is the simple thing that we already know, but here we have this let and const, and that is because we can use this let and we can reassign the value, and we don't have to worry about the data types. Like if I want to reassign this 1 to 3, I can do this inside JavaScript because here I'm using this let. But inside TypeScript, if you want to support multiple data types, then you have to add this little OR operator here, like the single pipe symbol, which you will have above your enter key. And now if I use this number also, then here you can see we have no error inside this username and this username. Here we have this string and here we have this number, and we can do the same thing for this age as well. Now if I want to, I can add this boolean here and everything will be fine, and here I am reassigning the value for this age to this boolean value, which is true. And now here inside this username I have these multiple data types, and because of that, now if I comment out these things like this, and now if I try to use the methods that are available inside this username, then you will see I can only use this to local string to string and this value of, and these are the common methods that can be used with this string and the number. Okay, now if I go and uncomment this username, and now if I try to use this, then you can see I will have all of the methods that are available for numbers, and that is because currently the data type for this username is number. But as soon as I uncomment this username where we have this value string, now we'll have all of the methods that are available for strings. So these are the things that you have to pay attention to. Okay, now this is the basic TypeScript. This is how we can define types for our variables. Now if you want to, you can log it to the console, or let me show you how we can run this code. Now here I'm going to log this to the console. The name is username and age is the age. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to reassign the value for this age as well, and this age will be 27 for example. Now I'll save this file. Here we don't have any error. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run that previous command from the previous video. Now here I'm using this command also, no emit on error. If you skip that video, this is for if we have any error inside this file. This is not going to generate any JavaScript file. Okay, you can simply remove this and run this tsc space hello.ts, and now here we'll have this hello.js, and everything looks fine here because this is JavaScript, file. Now I'm going to run this node hello.js, and here inside this console or inside this terminal you will see the name is John Doe and age is 27. So that's how we can compile our TypeScript file, and that's how we can run our JavaScript file. And like previously I told you, to run this TypeScript we will need to have this Node.js installed inside our system. So to run this command you don't have to anything else if you have Node.js installed inside your system.